What's up, you guys? ADI Samurai here. This is my entry into Contender's 200 sub contest. Been meaning to make a video for a while, and finally getting the chance to do it. Man, I just wanted to say a huge congrats on hitting 200 subs. You're just gonna keep climbing. I mean, I think you're up over 250 now, maybe even 260. So, just keep up the good work. I absolutely love tuning into your channel. I got it on alert, so every time you post one, I go check it out. I appreciate your delivery. When you're talking about your books and what you're showing. Like I mentioned to you before, in a comment that I'm always learning something from your videos. Whether it's a stealth buy, something to look out for, a new variant, or a variant cover I've never seen before. Hot books, keys, you name it, I just really appreciate that, to be able to learn something from your videos. So just keep up the good work, man. You're an awesome part of this community, and I know you're showing support to a lot of other people, and it's just great having you, in the community, being a part of it. So, and thank you very much for putting on this contest. I know you got some super sick prizes in there. Obviously, it'd be awesome to win any one of the prizes that you have. But I really just wanted to show support for your channel because I think it's just a really great channel. As far as the contest goes, got to be 18 or older, which I am. Got to be subscribed to Contender's channel, and I'll link down in the description. I'll link to Contender's channel as well. And then you have to make a video, and then there's really like two questions. So the first one is show your top 3 books that you would like to upgrade. So I really didn't start collecting again until like mid last year, so I don't have a ton of books. But I was kind of going through and really trying to think about the books that I had and what I'd like to get upgraded. The first one that I picked is my Spawn number 185. This is the headless variant here. I really love this cover, and this is kind of a hard one to find in a really high grade. This is probably like a very fine near mint, maybe near mint minus. With the white cover, there can be some scuffing, which this does have some scuffing down over here. There are a few little spine ticks, which you can't really see because it's a white cover, but there are a few little spine ticks, and there's just kind of like rubbing on some of the white. So I really love to get this in an upgrade, maybe even a graded copy to put on my wall. I absolutely just love the colors. I love the white in it, really, that negative space. But I'd really love to get a nice higher grade, probably like a 9.4, even a 9.6. I mean, also obviously a 9.8 would be rad, but probably get like a graded 9.6 or 9.8 or something like that. But I don't know. Definitely a book that I'd like to upgrade though, because I think it's just an absolutely sweet cover. Another book that I'd like to get upgraded, my Daredevil number 111. This is probably like a fine copy. It does, it actually presents pretty well overall, but there's like right down here on the spine, there's like some, you can see it there, like kind of some wear, where it's kind of scratched off on the edge. There are a few spine ticks, but on the back, it's got like in pencil, it's got like 30 cents written on the back. And I usually don't like much writing on my books, but overall, like I said, it's a fine copy to have in my run, and it's not in horrible shape, but it's definitely it's first appearance of the Silver Samurai. Definitely a book that I'd like to upgrade into like a very fine plus or something like that. My run, I'm trying to do that. As far as the later issues, trying to do very fine plus, very fine near mint. So definitely a book that I'd like to upgrade. And the last one that I would want to upgrade is my XMen number 12. This is probably like a 4. It presents it amazingly well, but it's probably like a 4.5, maybe a 5. It's kind of hard to say. The big thing with this, there's a little crease on the corner up here. There's not really any chipping. It could use a press, but the biggest thing really is the spine, and I don't know if I can get it to zoom in here. You can see that, like, it's got some ticks and there's wear on the spine. But if you look at the spine at this angle, my leg's gonna throw it off. You can see like all the cracking on there. See all that, a ton of cracking, and the staples are good on it. But I'm super happy to have this copy. But I would really love to get a Juggernaut's one of my favorite characters. So I would really love to get this one upgraded you know, a graded a graded copy like a CGC 885. I know that that's kind of a higher dollar book, and it's not on my 2017 want list because I already have this book. But definitely something I'm going to keep an eye out for and always look for is you know, like a nice higher, like a very fine copy of X-Men 12 First Juggernaut. Um, you know, like I said, like I'm happy with this copy for sure, but definitely a book that I'd like to get upgraded. And then the next question is your 3 favorite ongoing series. And I actually I put it in my notes and I picked out another series, and it's not an ongoing series, but it's something I'm reading right now, so I'm going to show you guys anyway. Hopefully that's fine. But I picked Reborn. So 3 ongoing series and then a cover from each one of those that you really like. This is Reborn #1. Mark Millar, Greg Capullo. This is the Todd McFarlane variant. I think it was like a 1 in 20 variant, 125, something like that. But I really, really loved this cover, and I was super happy to have it. But I love this story so far. I feel like the last couple issues have sort of trailed off a little bit, where it's like you don't really know where it's going. It's just kind of like traveling around. I mean, maybe I'm missing something. I don't know, but I know that it's obviously has a point. It's you know, and it's picking up. But I am definitely enjoying this. I feel like it's a really original idea. It's a really fun idea, and if you haven't checked it out, you definitely should. I think Reborn #1 is probably on like 4th print now or something like that. I don't know, so you should be able to find a copy. But I really, really love this series. The artwork is absolutely gorgeous. Jonathan Glapion does the inks on it, and there's some just amazing detail on the inks, and just a really, really fun read. I look forward to it every time I see it in my box. And you know, like I said, I feel like in the next couple issues it's gotta kind of like really pull me into like a point of what's going on. Like, you know, let's get to it. You know, I love the artwork and everything, but let's, you know, keep it going. But I do really, really enjoy it. I think it's a really original idea. The next one that I'm reading, and I know a lot of people are talking about this one, 7 to Eternity. This is the #2 cover. I love the red on it. This is the first print. I love the red and just the image in the background. That throne is just for the Mud King is just like ridiculous looking, and it reminds me of like one of the sculptures out of Beetlejuice for whatever reason. All of a sudden, I don't know why. Just maybe it's these like crazy little things coming around. I don't know. But I love this series. I absolutely, the artwork is amazing, the color is amazing, the writing is awesome, the characters are rad, and I feel like it's just like an epic journey that I hope just goes on and on and on. And you know, I know with Remender's stuff, he has a tendency to not really take series longer. I mean, I don't even know if he has a series that's gone into issue 40. I don't think so. They're usually like in the 30s. So it's like one of those things where I hope that he sticks with it. I know he's a really creative guy, so he's always wanting to create new stuff, but you know, I hope this goes on for a long time, because I feel like this world is just absolutely amazing, and I feel like there's a lot that can be done in it. So just an absolutely kick-ass read, and I'm always looking forward to reading this every time it comes out. The last one here, it's not an ongoing series. I think I kind of miss. It's in my notes, obviously, but for whatever reason, when I was looking through my books looking for series, I didn't remember that it had to be ongoing. But I'm going to show this anyway. I put together the entire run of Master of Kung Fu a couple years ago. I have everything except 125, but I never got a chance to read this all the way through. And at the time, there wasn't like a hardbound. I don't believe there was like an omnibus or anything like that. So I ended up putting it together. This is a series that I constantly come back to. Like, I'll read a few issues, I'll take a little break, read some other stuff, come back, read a few issues. I think I'm on like I took a break there for a while, but I think I'm up to like 67 or something like that. But I always have fun just coming back into it. Shang-Chi is one of my favorite characters, and you know, definitely an underrated character. And I've always been a big fan of like Bruce Lee and Kung Fu and that kind of stuff. But this series is just a fun series. It's for me, it's just kind of a history going back and like seeing how this character developed and evolved. And you know, as far as the writing goes, early on they had no idea really what they were doing, so it kind of jumps around and there's these weird plots and points and things like that in it. But you know, it's a fun read, and it's always awesome to see Shang-Chi kicking some ass. And you know, I went through and just kind of flipped through and found this number 101. I love this cover, like the purple and purple pink color, like in the background. Shang-Chi just looks pissed in the front, and just some really badass images in the background. And this is I didn't realize when I was flipping through them. I had like a lot of my books are for this runner like in fairly low grade. They're more like kind of, probably fines and stuff. But man, I had some really nice copies in there. This one's probably like a 9496. But yeah, I got some really high grade ones in there, so I'm kind of happy about that. Kind of happy to see that. But yeah, this is I really love Master Kung Fu, love Shang-Chi, and I had to show this run, just because, like I said, I am reading it. It's like 125 issues, and that doesn't include the annuals, but really fun stuff, fun read. I'm always happy to go back and grab a couple issues out of the box and read them up. So that's it. That's all I got for. I got to show you guys. Contender, thanks again for putting on this contest, man. You're a super awesome guy, and I really love your channel, and everybody should be checking it out. And I know you're going to end up climbing in subs, and just keep up the good work, man. And you have a good one. Cheers.